Jason Winkle. I run the business side of things at CJ's. I'm an economics major here at Salon. We're going to take you guys on a quick tour of this boat, give you guys a better idea of what CJ's is, what we do, and what we're all about.
Hey, I'm Cody Conyers. I run the technical aspects of CJ's Custom Boatworks. My background is going to be in mechanical engineering, but electrical is something I've always found an interest in. And this is a 48-foot Aquila. This is a catamaran boat for hire. So this is a commercial vessel that's going to be sent out with people that want to charter it. If you follow me, we'll go check out some of the common things you find on a boat this size. So we're up in the Flybridge. This is where the captain sits and drives the vessel. We do have a couple of screens here to talk about. This is a Volvo Penta screen that displays all of the engine statistics on there. This is flush mounted in. This nav station is also mounted into it. And we have two different data screens right here. We got a depth and a heading sensor. So this would replace a traditional compass, which there is also a traditional compass there. When you're dealing with navigation on a big boat like this, redundancy is good. So the biggest thing here is going to be this GPS / depth sounder. This is going to be one of the most common things you'd find on a boat. This is going to have your maps. It's going to have depth, which is read through a transducer that is run into the water, so it sends out a frequency and comes back and tells you the depth and whether or not there's fish there or whatnot. A typical job like this would involve us cutting out the hole with an oscillating cutter, powering it up to positive and negative, but also having some type of fuse to interrupt that circuit in case there's a voltage spike. And normally there's a built-in GPS antenna that picks up your location, but on this vessel, given the fact that there's a fiberglass hardtop above us, there has to be an external GPS antenna to pick up the location. And other than that, the transducer gets mounted, and that's typically what it looks like. Most of the work we do is going to be running wires. That's always the trouble we run into, but we've done it so many times, it's like a piece of cake to us. All right, now we're on the inside of the boat. This is going to be the salon area. This is where every electrical component in the boat passes through. This is going to be a distribution panel. Imagine it's just like a giant panel of switches. Everything comes through here and they will trip like a circuit breaker in your house. It's all ran DC in here because it's not a house. It does not come from the power company. It's going to come straight from batteries. There are AC inverters in it that will allow you to plug stuff into the wall to charge your phone and whatnot. So it's not like a bunch of cigarette lighters everywhere. This is basically a house on a boat that converts battery power into AC power. We have stereo here, standard stereo stuff. This Fusion brand is a really big brand in marine electronics when it comes to stereos and speakers. Right here we have a bilge monitoring system. This will let you know if any of your pumps that are pumping out water from the area called the bilge, where grease and whatnot would get into from the motors. It's just an area to keep it buoyant. And right here, this is what we're going to be working on this coming up week. This is the communication system. This is missing the VHF radio that you would communicate with the Coast Guard through. So this is a pretty good idea of the kind of stuff we would do. We would end up cutting this hole out right here and then flush mounting something in, just like these stereos and switch panels are put in there. And this all comes down. There's a bunch of wires back there, all the boring stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much what we do.
Thank y'all for coming out to Dog River Marina with us, going on that tour. We are CJ's, and we make the drive so you don't have to.